From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to Walker on first down. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Smith. He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. On first down, it's Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their route.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing here, Purdy. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Purdy looking to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Purdy now to throw. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 8 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Walker now on 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 78 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Finding room in midfield. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They run with McCaffrey off the option to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. the red zone now. They'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now Purdy connected here with Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Smith targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Geno on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Second and 6. A give for Walker running right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Running right, here's Walker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Here's Walker. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now Gino. And he wisely will throw that one away. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And taken right at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Dallas, an inside handoff. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 22, Smith, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 14 yards that time for number 14.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
To the air again, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Smith. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And that's a terrific score. And now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kicked the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
And we got to look at it here, but hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. Make plays, guys. Make plays. Do your best. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he's ridiculous.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It's a room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now it's Lockett. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's caught. Lockett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Smith. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed a pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Smith. It's complete to Lockett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Drake Jackson.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
107 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
McCaffrey on the counter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on third down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And out now come the Seahawks.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. This is the tight end fan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Purdy now to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This will get the lead up to 7. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 20-13. At time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Smith. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. He's back to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Smith now to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. Would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.